However, the several disfigured and deformed ant corpses clamped onto shoots of grass surrounding the colony like a Bugs Life version of Vlad the Inhaler. Yeah, those were significantly less normal.
Hi. Today we're going to be watching some more MoreParz about the delight that is Australia.
This seal is such a menace that he routinely gets the cops called on him.
What? Okay.
Introducing our protagonist, Neil the Seal.
Neil the Seal, huh? This is some Boblin the Goblin level thing. Okay.
600 kilo, absolute unit of a southern elephant seal from my home state of Tasmania in the land down under. Nice. Who is known for, above all else, being an absolute fucking menace to polite society.
What does he do?
Despite his crimes, we all still truly love him. But what
are his crimes?
Well, see, he seems to just fucking hate traffic cones and road safety in general. Has regularly been caught trespassing, and then once he has been caught trespassing, belligerently screaming at locals because they won't give him his fucking fish.
He's giving precisely 0 shits. Okay, what do you do about this seal?
And has been known to just block roads by plopping his fat ass down directly in the middle of them. However,
that's literally in the middle.
Funniest shit he has ever done.
What is it?
Was just straight stopping this random lady from going to work.
What?
I shit you not.
Why?
This motherfucker crawled out of the ocean, up the beach, crossed the road, absolutely fucking bodied this woman's poor letterbox, and then proceeded to plant himself directly in front of her fucking car.
Why here?
Unable to go to work because this half-ton...
Wait, hold on. What's that on his head? Is that a tracker? I would assume it is, but why is it on his head? Oh, so what?
Beefcake was camping her driveway for so damn long.
Spawn camping.
Local news had time to drive out to her house and cover the fucking story.
Oh my god.
Now, this is
there he comes.
Menace for a single seal to cause. But the funniest part of this is, old mate isn't even
more?
fully grown. He's like 5 years old. If you think he can fuck things up now, wait until he's nearly...
So he's just a moody teenager. Okay. Well, that makes more sense, but Jesus.
2 solid ass...
Okay. Is that photoshopped? Or are they actually that huge? Holy shit.
Tons of blubber and takes issue with the wall of your house. I do not think that seal damage is covered on my fucking insurance plan.
Probably not, no. Okay.
Australia lost a war to emus.
That one I know. Yep, that one I know about.
How the f*** did we lose an armed conflict with flightless birds?
If I remember correctly, the issue was that they sent like 2 dudes with a machine gun on a jeep to hunt down several thousand feathered tanks. If I remember correctly from one other thing I watched a long time ago. Is this what actually happened? Enlighten me, Parz.
Well, it all started in 1932 when farmers in Western Australia wanted to grow wheat. There was just one major problem. That's emu territory. And emus really like wheat. And coming in at 6 foot tall and 40 kilos in weight, they can eat a lot of it. So when breeding season came around, the emus migrated through the farmland, and these poor farmers were overwhelmed by a tyrannid swarm of
wait, how many were there actually?
20,000.
Oh shit. I remember a much smaller number. Okay. This is like the horned toad or the barking toad, whatever the toad was. That's that level of numbers, just instead of toads, it's emus. Okay.
Emus strong.
Delightful.
These feathered tanks then proceeded to completely steamroll through the fences into the fields and started laying waste to the wheat.
To be fair, that's like a locust swarm, but of like 40 kilo birds. Oh my god. Okay.
The farmers attempted to fight back the initial wave with rifle fire, but their efforts were, putting it lightly, completely useless. This ginormous L made the farmers pretty bloody angry, so they gathered together and went to the government to ask for help.
Wait, we've seen this before. we already saw this play out. What did they do this time?
Sir, 20,000 emus have hit the wheat fields. But my mate. And so the government declared the emus enemies of the state and sent in the army to commence the Great Emu War. The entire 7th Heavy Artillery Division was deployed to WA, armed with 2 LMGs, 10,000 rounds, and the sole objective to blast anything with feathers. Excessive for an overgrown turkey, if you ask me. And upon their first deployment, the army immediately ran into a major problem.
Which is?
Emus are fast. Really?
Okay. That part I didn't know. I thought it was just tanky. Okay.
Fast, clocking a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, which meant that
fucking hell, that's like Roadrunner shenanigans.
Immediately bolt out of range of their weapons, but they still took a crack at it, and then immediately stopped when both LMGs jammed after only dropping 12 emus. This embarrassment led the army to retreat and rethink their plan. So a few weeks later, they returned. This time, mounting the LMGs on trucks in an attempt to run the birds down. However, this also didn't work, because after figuring out that those trucks meant they were about to be turned into a KFC family bucket, the emus started leaving scout birds who would warn the flock of the approaching trucks, which gave them enough time to book it before the army even got there.
I mean, the jeeps are not exactly quiet, so, you know, if you're running up on, like, prey animals, that is maybe perhaps not the best way to do it with large, noisy jeeps, but, you know, just thinking out loud.
And whenever they did catch the emus, they found out they were kind of... Because emus are mostly feathers, and there's a lot of places you can hit on them without doing any damage. Meaning it was taking around 10 bullets for every 1 bird.
Oh, shit!
So after a month of blood, sweat, tears, and 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the army managed to bring down 960. The population was 20,000. This was an issue, as unlike America,
that would be a problem. Ammo is not infinite. Also, I'm gonna bet it's pretty expensive, especially there.
The defense budget is not a bottomless pit. So the army wasted all that money to achieve absolutely fuck all. So, the government just kind of built a really long, really shit fence around the farms and called it a day.
You know, this kind of reminds me of when they tried catching all the toads. That's that level of competency from what I'm seeing. Is this like a running thing there? Like random wildlife and failure to contain it? Is this like a regular thing?
How the fuck did we lose this?
You just described how.
I could have done a better job with a boomerang and a cricket bat. This bird has to rearrange its organs and skeleton just to lay an egg.
Oh god, yeah. I know about this bird as well from, I think I watched it on Casual Geographic. It has like the same size egg as a emu or an ostrich, or very close, but it's like the size of a football.
This cute little guy is the kiwi
looks
bird,
adorable.
A species of ratite native to New Zealand this time, and the absolute poster child for getting cucked by evolution. You see, this walking featherball is actually directly related to the emu, ostrich, and cassowary, being a member of the same family.
The fucking absolute units. It's like having your family just being like football players and you just playing golf or something. I don't know. But it's very, very different.
They're flightless birds. However, there is a problem. You see, the rest of the Kiwis' bloodline actually looked up a build guide before picking their stat spread, and as such made sure to trade the whole flying thing for something useful. With all of his cousins specking into speed, size, and some kind of offensive capability.
Fucking cassowaries,
so that begs the question, what did the Kiwi pick to make up for not
I don't think it picked anything. I think it just got fucked.
Flying. Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Kiwis are tiny in comparison to their relatives.
And they're adorable.
They're only 4 kilos in weight
so cute.
and 50 centimeters tall. This is because Kiwis evolved largely on an island with no natural predators, so they downsized and traded out the knife feet and bloodlust for just being a little guy with a good attitude. Which honestly worked
actually
pretty well
adorable.
for them, until the British did British things.
Of course.
And now they have to deal with cats and dogs trying to eat them. And considering this build was not designed for PvP, they have been clapped so hard by invasive species, they are now unfortunately an endangered animal. But getting shafted by the British is just the beginning of the generational violation of the Kiwi.
Is it though? What else did nature do
Because these poor feathered fruits can't even reproduce without getting f***ed over.
What?
You see, the kiwi bird's cousins are famous for laying huge eggs. I'm talking hit your protein macros in one meal-sized egg.
Yeah,
and
we know about those.
That is because they are large. And you would be...
Yes, that is generally how it works. Big thing lay big egg, yes.
Wrong. Because their vertically challenged cousins have to lay eggs the same size.
Yeah.
The kiwi bird
Isn't it
lays
like almost the
eggs
same size of it?
20% the size of their body. With the egg being so bloody large, it rearranges their internal organs and
saw that
stretches their rib cage.
To be fair, at least it doesn't like do damage, from what I understand. It's just very, very weird. But, I mean, they evolved on an island that had no predators, so there was no reason to not do this.
Just to be able to hold the thing. For reference, that is like a human giving birth to a 15-kilo child. That's not a bun in...
I am certain that is... That sounds delightful to anyone with the equipment.
The oven anymore. That's a whole f***ing bakery.
Yeah.
Scientists just de-extincted a 12,000-year-old dog.
Fucking excuse me? Oh no, are we Jurassic Parking this bitch? Please don't. That was a cautionary tale, not an instruction manual.
Well, kinda. You see, a bioengineering company called Colossal has dedicated itself to doing what every single Jurassic Park film has told us is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Bringing back extinct species. And recently, they made a breakthrough. They have managed to bring back the 12,000-year-old direwolf. You know those big-ass puppies from Game of Thrones at the start?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, those were actually a real-ass animal alive during the late Ice Age.
Nice.
The best way I can describe...
Well, they look different than what I thought they would, but okay. Also... why?
Them to you is basically a wolf on steroids.
Yeah, no shit, it's called a direwolf.
These things were bigger, faster, and stronger, estimated to have the highest bite force out of any canine. And in a move that I'm sure has no implications, they have managed to bring these bad boys back to life.
And what did they do with them?
These two little guys are now 6 months old and have been living on a private plot of land with 24/7 veterinary care. However,
they look adorable. But here's the question. Where did they live originally? Like, where were the direwolves actually, like, on Earth? Because if they... Okay. I just want to know.
They've only just been shown off to the public, with the company going so far as to get a photo op with George R.R. Martin
of course.
holding one of these adorable little killing showing that
they're
man
very
will
small.
Literally interact with an extinct species before he finishes that last book. There is, however, one small problem.
Yeah, what is it? Let's see it.
Technically a direwolf. You see,
let me see. Let me guess. Did they make a chimera? Did they fuse it with other DNA? What did they do? Oh no! They really did do the whole Jurassic Park thing, didn't they?
By merit of them being extinct, short of specking into necromancy, you can't exactly bring them back.
Yeah, so...
Which is where this guy comes in. You see, the grey wolf shares 99.5% of its genetic code with the dire wolf.
Okay, well, that doesn't say much, considering we share, like, what was it, like 90% of our genetic code with a banana? So, you know...
So, using CRISPR gene editing, they basically toss the grey wolf back into the spore creator, then using the code found in direwolf fossils as a build guide.
So they literally just build-a-beared it. Okay. That can't possibly go wrong.
Juiced the out of it.
Yeah, no shit.
The size slider and putting some extra points into strength,
good.
as well as adjusting its head shape and teeth. All in all, they made a total of 20 edits to 14 genes, producing the closest thing we can get to a direwolf short of time travel.
Okay.
Which is cool as
It is.
I give it 5 years before a man-made horror beyond comprehension breaks out of that lab and we are all playing Resident Evil.
No, it's gonna be man-made horrors well within our comprehension. That's the problem. It's not going to be some monstrosity that we can't describe. It's going to be something we can very well describe, know exactly how it got there, and know exactly how it was made. And that is the problem. We're idiots. Yeah.
This bear was actually a soldier. But how? You see, it was 1942, and the 22nd Polish Artillery Company were passing through the mountains of Iran on their way to the front lines to fight the Nazis. While passing through a town on their way, they were stopped by a young Iranian shepherd looking to trade with them for rations and a Swiss Army knife. When the Poles asked what he had to offer in return, the young shepherd produced a burlap sack containing an orphaned Syrian brown bear.
Ah, yes. The best of the barter system. Yes, could you give me some food? And what do you have to barter? A bear. How did that conversation go? Also, considering this story is about the bear, they took the bear. Okay.
Pub. You see, this bear's mother was shot by hunters, which is how he ended up in a low-tech Pokeball being offered as a trade deal. The Polish looked at the bear and, clearly seeing the potential for insane dad law, said, "Damn good."
Yeah, that's why.
The most worthwhile trade deal in history parted ways with their supplies in exchange for
a bear
Pokemon, adopting him into their ranks and naming him Wojtek. And the 22nd immediately set about raising this little man as a proper bear and soldier. Maggots!
What?
As a baby, they would feed him condensed milk out of an empty vodka bottle, as well as feed...
Of course. What else would they use? Oh my god. But condensed milk? Holy shit. Okay, sure.
Him on the cartoon bear diet consisting of fruit, honey, and marmalade. They also appointed a soldier.
Well, to be fair, at least it didn't like feed him like meat, because that is a recipe for disaster. At least that's not what happened.
As his caretaker, who wasted no time in showing Wojtek how to fit in with the rest of the army.
Okay, how did
Yogi's
he
little
do
cousin
that?
To wave, salute, and even march.
Oh my god, why?
While not undergoing rigorous military training, Wojtek would hang out with the soldiers.
Yeah, I don't think the rigorous military training would help with a giant fucking bear. Okay, but what did he do? How did he become a soldier?
He drank coffee with them in the morning, trained with them in the day.
Wait, did they give caffeine to a bear? We already had this story just with, you know, the powder. What did he drink, like 10 liters of coffee? Oh my god.
And when they all got shit-faced in the evening, he would wrestle with them. Do you know how much a brown bear has to love you to wrestle you? On top of double rations, they would...
What the fuck was that? Okay.
Would also feed Wojtek treats in the form of beer and cigarettes.
I hope he didn't eat, well, I mean, he probably ate those because there's no way he was smoking them. Isn't that really bad? Like, poisonous bad? Especially in any quantity that a bear would consume?
I let the bear have smoko. Eventually, Army High Command heard about this and were having absolutely none of it. You see, pets were not allowed in the army, which meant Wojtek had to go.
Oh no.
Or did he?
Well, to be fair, the last thing you tell someone like that is, oh, you can't have this anymore. Yeah, that's not gonna really happen.
As the 22nd Artillery Company officially enlisted him.
I'm doing my part.
Of course.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
Wojtek was given a serial number and granted the rank of private. So when confronted about the very conspicuous bear in their ranks, they simply went, "That's not a bear, that's Private Wojtek." And
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Hey, they followed the rules. He is a soldier now. You can't do shit about it. It's in the rules. It says it right here. Okay.
Wojtek took his new role very seriously.
I bet.
As during the Battle of Monte Cassino in 1944, Wojtek began using his bulk to transport artillery shells and ammo to soldiers engaged in combat.
Okay.
They had a fucking resupply band. For his bravery, he was promoted to the rank of corporal, and the 22nd changed their insignia to a bear carrying an artillery shell.
Oh my god!
This absolute unit smoked, drank, and dropped artillery on the Nazis. Based.
That is one hell of a bear. Holy shit. Okay.
Australia has just found zombified bugs.
What? Excuse me?
That's right, we are closer to the Walking Dead Down Under than you think. You see, just recently, a scientist by the name of Dr. Francois Broussard made a trek out to the remote savannah of the Northern Territory.
Okay, cool
finding
rock.
and cataloguing brand new species of insect unknown to science.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, I think we found more than enough bugs, especially considering that...
Oh, the bugologists will disagree with you. They can never have enough bugs. But to be fair, what did he find? I thought most of the bugs that people would find would be like in the rainforest and not in the middle of Australia. But okay, let's see.
Half of them can send me directly into the fucking soil.
Well, it's Australia. Everything can send you into the fucking soil. It's Australia!
But what do I know, right? Anyway, on his trip to the middle of fucking nowhere, he stumbled across a colony of spiny savanna ants, which is a pretty normal thing to find out there. However, getting closer, he noticed something a little off. You see, the main ant colony was fine. Completely normal.
Okay. What was wrong with it?
The several disfigured and deformed ant corpses clamped onto shoots of grass surrounding the colony like a Bug's Life version of Vlad the Inhaler. Yeah,
Vlad the Inhaler,
were significantly less normal. Broussard, mildly unsettled by the ant gore on his timeline, took samples for inspection, and upon getting a closer look, realized something both really cool and really, really spooky.
You know, it's really bad when you find something new in biology. Okay. What was it?
The ants had been overtaken by fungus.
Wait. Is this the Cordiceps? Because I know the Cordiceps does do this sort of thing. Okay. Is this?
More accurately, a previously unknown strain of the Cordiceps
fungus,
so I was right. Okay. Infamous around the globe.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck is this? That looks like a crab. A furry crab. Oh my god, is that a tarantula? Holy shit. That is sprouting. I didn't think it got that big. I thought it would just, from the stuff I've seen of the Cordyceps, it was usually just like a small covering of like fuzz. What the fuck is this? Okay.
For its ability to create zombie bugs. And the way it does it is unbelievably horrific.
Okay,
See, it begins with a spore landing on an ant and producing a thin rope-like strand that penetrates and attaches to their exoskeleton. At which point the ant gets a little timer on his hotbar, counting down to a family reunion with his ancestors. Once inside, the fungus begins to take control.
Hold on, it goes inside his... Okay, burrows through the exoskeleton, huh?
Of the ant's body and brain function, completely changing their behavior, replacing their colony-focused mindset with one single goal.
Which is?
Climb. Its fungus-riddled mind drags its rapidly deteriorating body to the closest high point, which is usually a plant.
Well,
with its...
yeah, considering it's in the middle of nature, that would probably be the tallest point, yes. But, why?
Final act being to clamp its mandibles onto the stem in a death grip. Finally succumbing to the infection and being...
What the fuck is growing out of it? What? What is that? That looks like a horn. Is it part of the Cordyceps? I mean, I guess it is, considering what it looked like on the tarantula. But what is the... I mean, does it just use it as a sprouting, like, area? Like, bring it up top so it can shoot its spores out into the wind? Is that what it's doing? Wouldn't... Okay.
Completely consumed. Its corpse blossoming into a fully grown Cordyceps fungus and raining down spores onto the rest of the colony to continue the cycle of
walking
infection.
ants.
Now look, I know this fungus is found elsewhere in the world, but it's a new strain, and it was found in Australia. My luck,
of course it
I'm
was.
going to be playing The Last of Us against couch-sized spiders within the fucking week.
Well, I mean, it's Australia. I would not be surprised, you know? Okay.
Who wins? 100 men or one gorilla?
Well, I'll be honest. Probably the 100 men. Mostly because of numbers. If you want to be realistic. But It is a gorilla.
Well, to get your answer, we're going to have to look at our fighters for the most anticipated cage match of 2025. And
okay.
In the red corner, standing at an impressive 6 feet tall and weighing a ridiculous 220 kilos.
Damn, that is a big boy.
Singular silverback gorilla.
All right.
Stepping into the ring to settle the score against humanity for what we did to Harambe, this fighter is bringing some impressive physical strength.
Yeah,
capable of lifting up to 800 kilos of weight, meaning that if it gets its hands on you, a gorilla is more than capable of picking you up and doing you the same way that Hulk did Loki.
Yeah, obviously. Gorillas are ridiculously strong.
On top of being stronger than Eddie Hall, they also have an unreal reach advantage. With
their arms are huge.
2.6 meter wingspan, which is a very major problem because a right hook from a gorilla produces 2,700 pounds of force.
That
is
into
perspective,
that is a lot.
The human skull shatters at 1,400. So if
there goes the skull then.
Haymaker, your head is going to pop like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Cage.
Well, I mean, it's a gorilla. It's meant to fight other gorillas. Yeah, humans are boned in the one-on-one fight against that, especially like hand-to-hand. Just no.
Fight following the Mortal Kombat rule set, we can also factor in the gorilla's bite. Because despite being a
it has huge like fangs, doesn't it?
They have one of the highest bite forces on the planet at 1,300 psi.
Okay, here's my question. Why? Like, realistically, I can understand the crocodile. I can, to a point, understand the hippo. Like, the wolf. Like, that sort of thing. Why the fucking gorilla? Why? It's a herbivore. It eats plants. What does it use that bite force for? Like, realistically, why does it have that? Why does it need that?
That is 100 psi more than a polar bear.
Okay, why? I wonder, just to reiterate, why? The polar bear, the thing that hunts and eats the shit that's in the Arctic. Why does the gorilla have more?
And now, with our fighter statistics out of the way, let's get down to business. Can our gorilla win a fight against the 100 average men in the blue corner?
Can it?
Place your bets. Let's see who comes out on
Let's
top.
see what the description is.
Yeah, look, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even with those stats, Winston here is getting bodied. I'm sorry. He's going back to the spawn room. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Directly to hanging out with Harambe in heaven. 100
oh, man,
people.
like Harambe.
It's just too fucking many. He's getting...
Yeah, I mean, this is the same story as what everybody gets asked. Like, how many fourth graders? The reason is, like, at a certain point, numbers just start to count more than anything you can do about it. Like, the same reason if you, like, faceplant into an anthill, it's really, really bad, even though one ant can't really do much to you.
Jump. However, not to say he's not going to take a few with him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My guess is one guy runs up and gets swatted across the cage like a toddler, shatters his ribs against the bars.
Yeah.
Second guy gets grabbed by the leg and
get hooked.
the Hulk treatment.
Yeah.
About 6 other guys cop swings to the head and die instantly from broken necks.
Can you... Actually, are their legs as strong as their arms? Because they look like gym bros that skip leg day. At least from like, their build-wise. Are their legs as strong as their arms? Like, I am no gorillaologist, so I don't know. Are they?
One dumbass is probably going to try to hit him off the top rope and get done.
How? Who is he? The fucking Undertaker? Okay.
The same way that Omni-Man did Nightwing. But at that point, the crowd probably jumps in and realizes that there are still about 90 of them, and it's over. Not that the fight even needs to happen, but it wouldn't be the first time we lost a gorilla to human stupidity.
Yeah. I mean, isn't this like the... Not the third time. Or is it the third time? Because I know there was one issue with a gorilla way back when somebody fell into the enclosure. Then there was, of course, Harambe. So that was 2. I don't know if the first one was ended, though, or if they managed to extract the kid normally. And of course, if you have to fight 100 dudes. But yeah, that was okay.